According to Ernest Hemingway, retirement is the most depressing word in the English language. And I think he may just have a point because, the dictionary defines retirement as an ending, a conclusion, a termination, which doesn't exactly sound like a whole bundle of laughs, does it? But I do wonder what he'd think now, because the retirement landscape has evolved and changed beyond recognition over the past few decades. Official retirement ages have been steadily changing in response to our increasing longevity. But those lucky enough to have a workplace or personal pension now have the choice to retire without waiting until their designated pension age of 66. And retirement no longer means having to leave the world of work behind forever, with many choosing semi-retirement and electing to do some form of work even after they have officially retired. And then there are others who plan on working as long as possible, seeing absolutely no compelling reason to do otherwise. Things have certainly changed since our parents' day, when retirement offered very little in terms of new opportunities, and more often than not, was an unfortunate prelude to a loss of identity, meaning, and purpose. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, perhaps, but you get what I mean. Retirement meant something completely different then to what it does now. And it's reached a point where those lingering negative connotations of the past are becoming increasingly problematic for many third agers, with some resolutely refusing to use the R word at all, because it just doesn't represent who they are and what they want for this dynamic new life chapter. So it's time, I think, for the narrative to be reshaped in response to how retirement has changed and evolved. It's time for retirement to be rebranded and given a bit of a makeover. And it's time for retirement to be positioned as a period of possibility and opportunity. Because one thing's for sure, retirement isn't what it used to be. The old traditional views of retirement are being swept away as today's 60-somethings set about reshaping this life stage by putting things like fulfillment, purpose, enjoyment, and flexibility at its heart. They're choosing to enroll on courses, explore their creativity, embark on encore careers, fight for causes in which they believe, or reinvest the skills accrued over a lifetime into their communities by volunteering, mentoring, and campaigning. The options are as mixed and varied as the people who choose them. But what do they all have in common? Freedom of choice, freedom to work or not, freedom to venture into pastures new or not, freedom to choose exactly how you want to spend your time, money, and energy. Now, if that doesn't sound like something pretty wonderful, I don't know what does. No wonder those who see this life stage as an opportunity for change, growth, and reinvention balk at the very word retirement. Now, the whole concept of retirement has been revolutionized in the space of a generation, but one thing's still the same. It remains one of the most significant life transitions we're required to navigate as adults. And if you type the word retirement into Google, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's all about money or financial planning. And of course, this is important. But there are other hugely important aspects of retirement beyond getting the finances right, not least of which is the psychological transition we're required to make. Now, no two people's third age will look the same because we all want different things. And while we are extremely fortunate to have so many opportunities now, the plethora of choices can lead to decision-making paralysis. And by the way, if you haven't already done so, please do take a look at the Magic Map, which is a questionnaire and a personalized report designed to help you really home in on these specific issues relevant to your personal circumstances. And it's a great place to start. So how would you like to rebrand retirement? What does the word or concept of retirement mean to you? Does it adequately represent your reality? Now, if we want to change the narrative, it's up to us to tell the story of our new reality and start rebranding retirement. I mean, companies rebrand all the time. Old products disappear to be replaced with new and improved versions. So why not retirement? I've been challenging the stereotypes about what we can and can't do as we get older for the whole of my coaching career. And redefining the concept of retirement needs to be part of that. Finding a word or phrase that defines the new and improved version of retirement would be a start. Any suggestions, gratefully received. And in the meantime, I'll just finish with this recent quote from the brilliant Serena Williams, who said, "I've never liked the word retirement. Maybe the best word to describe what I'm up to is evolution. I'm here to tell you that I'm evolving away from tennis toward other things that are important to me."